Hello, welcome to Sabretooth at Nethemba, where we care about your security. Try Help Me Tuesday, and today we're doing Annie, which is already on my list. Now, Rick suggested this one because he said, dedicate this one to the OSCP people and show them what happens if you encounter a service on a port and you haven't got a clue what it is and you can't find out what it is. Now, that's worrying me, to be honest, but let's see if we can do that. There's 30 seconds till IP. My long-term IP address of 10.14.102.67 is gone because Try Help Me have changed everything now. So I'm on 192.168 something, which actually might conflict with my home network, but we'll deal with that when we come to it. So we should now be at the point where no, not yet. Let me get this ready. Nmap. I'm not sure what to expect here, but from what Rick said, show people what happens if you can't figure out what's on the port. I'm a tiny bit terrified because I don't know what to do if I can't find out what's on the port. Thanks, Rick. Appreciate you, man. Oy vey. Right. Okay, we have 1082 IP, which is interesting. I should still be able to connect, even though I'm 192.168. At least we can hope. So let's see what we can do with this. So this is a tuning peg for a lyre harp, of all things. Hopefully this won't take too long. This is a few hours later than the last box I did on for Try Help Me Friday, which was what? Apocalypse. Oh yes. Ugh. Come on, please. I don't want it. I don't want this to take forever. There it is. 51.58 seconds. Okay. Oh. I think I understand what Rick means. We have port 22 SSH, no problem. Port 7070, no idea what's on that. It says TLS though, so maybe SSL. 35021. I don't know. So we're going to connect to all, well, not all three, not port 22. We're going to netcat to 7070 and see what's on there. Okay. That now doesn't work. We can't even connect to it. Fair enough. And the other one is 35021. Oh. And we can't connect to that either. Right. Well, that's the thing. I don't think I've ever seen this before. Okay, so what we're going to do, we are first going to go to Google or search engine of choice, and we're going to look for what runs on port 7070, and then we'll do the other one as well. Commonly used by AnyDesk for direct connections. It's historically been used for real networks, real server, and Apple QuickSight streaming server. Okay, let's take a look on speed guides. Just the first link we come to. Yeah, that sort of says the same. AnyDesk remote desktop software, but we'd expect 80443 and these to be open as well. QuickTime also uses port 7070. Real networks, probably it'd be these three. Yeah, because that's about QuickTime. That's about RTSP server. RTSP? No. 7070. Okay. So yeah, there seems to be a few City of Villains, City of Heroes. There seems to be a few possible ones, right? And these are port forward, so maybe not. And Nmap shows it as real server, which makes sense. Okay. So let's go down these in order. We're going to go AnyDesk first. So what I would generally do here is look for other ports that any desk may use. Which ports does any desk use? 7070 being one of them. Okay, 80443. See, none of these are open. But it says that TCP 70 is the default for direct connection. So maybe these are on a different system, or these, I'm not sure. And then 7070 is the direct. Local network discovery. Okay, uses UDP. Okay, all TCP ports must be open for any desk to work, but port 7070 is only used for direct connections and is user configurable. Interesting. And then we have local network discovery feature on UDP 50001 to 50003. Let's check those. Let's check those, to be fair. So we're going to do port 50001. We're actually going to do a UDP scan here with SU, and we need sudo, I think, to do that. Because we're only scanning one port. UDP takes a while, but if we're only doing one port, it might not be too bad. To be fair, let's kill that a second. We can get rid of this A thing here. We don't need that, because that's going to... Okay, so it's either open or filtered. That one's closed. And that one's closed. Interesting. So that one could be open. Huh. Right, let's make a note of this. It's possible that any desk is running. So, is any desk running on 7070? This could be likely because... firstly, this. And secondly... this, and thirdly, this. Okay, so it's possibly running any desk. Let's check out what the other things were that it said. It also said Apple QuickTime. So yeah, RTSP is mentioned here. Okay, so really there's only like 3 things that it could be running is by default, and then this is all information about them. So let's take a look at this and do the same. UDP 554. This doesn't mention 7. Huh. That doesn't mention 770 at all. Let's take a look at Real Networks, Real Server. Yeah, okay. A combination of 554, 880, and 80. 554. And then 690, 770. Okay, so if 554 is apparently up, we'll try that with UDP as well. No, that one's entirely closed. Let's just for now go with any desk, which is what I would do quite naturally now, and then we from there can figure out what's happening, I guess. Right, so we're guessing it's any desk. Okay, search exploit any desk. Quoted service path. See, now that one's a local when we're on the system. That one's local. That one's local. But this one is remote. Remote code execution on 552. So if I do this and just grep for remote, You can see there's only one thing here, and we'll throw in a www as well. So it's possible. Why is www? Oh no, idiot. Okay, that won't work. Okay, that won't work. So let's just do that. So we only have this one here. We only have this one. And that is 49613.py. So I will actually just do www here just for my own benefit. So that I can go here and take a look at it. Okay. See, I don't even know if it's the right version or anything like this. So we've got a shellcode here with bad characters. Let's try this exploit. Let's just try this exploit and see what happens. We are in streaming, blah, 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 boxes, Annie. Okay, nano. So the IP of the system is here. And 50001 is likely up, as we saw. We need to regen this shellcode so that we have pretty much have our own. Is this MSF? Oh no, it's just a regular shell reverse TCP. Okay, we'll do that then. We'll do that. We'll put you in here and we'll change the IP to ours, which is this one. We'll keep 4444 just because it's already in there. Let's regen this shellcode. You actually gonna do anything? Okay, had this issue before. Not sure how to actually resolve it, but starting MSF console I think actually worked. So we'll clear that. And we'll go again with this, but once this has started. Okay, so we'll try it again. Okay. I must admit that I'm not holding out much hope for this. We replace the shellcode in the exploit with this. Now I know there's a problem with the B on bytes. I've got a feeling this isn't going to work. Right, so we will put you in there. We're going to kill all of this, which is the old one. We're going to get rid of B on all of these. Okay, and then NCLVP4444. Wish me luck. Okay, problem. So cannot oh, it's doing struct. I've come across this issue before. This is written for Python 2, I think that's the problem. I wonder if there's a Python 3 version I could grab. Let's have a look. Let's actually just go for this. We'll take it to Google. And see if anybody has done. That's the one we just visited. Modified exploits without errors. See, that's the sort of thing we want. And there's this here as well. I mean, that's 31st of August 2025. It's pretty much new. But let's take a look at the exploits without errors and see, yeah, remote code execution, fine. So if this hasn't got any errors in it, we shall soon see. Okay, the code didn't work. I think it was built for Python 2, which I've not got on this system. So we find, I'm not saying this is going to work either, but I'm just making a note in case. See, I still don't like all these B things here. Let's see what this one does, shall we? Let's see what this one does. Exploit.py. Note, changes have been made from the original exploit. Okay, so we change the IP once again. Oh, go away. Oh, I don't need that. I need the IP of this, don't I? Don't mind me, I'm dumb. Still, this I realized before I did it. So the IP goes in here. Still not sure about struct. Make sure to generate the MSF Venom reverse shell payload and replace the shellcode below. Now, technically, I've already done that. That's here. So I can copy that and then paste that in here. We will get rid of all of these. Okay. So Python 3 exp.py, invalid syntax. Okay, so let's go again, and we're just going to get rid of, change this. We're going to put it to a, let's just delete the thing. Oh my god, what's happened? Go away. I've opened calculator 15,000 times. Get rid of, change this entirely, and we'll also get rid of this entirely as well. So much for working exploits. Oh, it received a shell and then died immediately. That's interesting. Huh. Okay, so it looks like we've confirmed, what is it? What have we confirmed? AnyDesk. We've confirmed AnyDesk. Now, currently it's dying. Fair enough, that's okay. At least we've got a connection back. So the code works, but it does die immediately. Connection dies immediately, but at least we, we do get a connection. Lovely. Good start. Right, I'm going to top up my tea, and then this is a good point to continue from, I think. Good place to take a little quick break. So I'm going to top up my tea. Back soon. Okay, I'm back after a sneezing fit. So, where were we? So I think what I'm going to do is go back here and just change the shell type. I'm not sure what to. Let's take a look. Let's go to hack resources, MSF Venom cheat sheet. So I wonder if we can get some sort of really stable shell going. So instead of like a stageless shell, maybe we should do a staged shell. And okay. Don't mind me. I think that's wrong. I'm sure that needs a slash there. Anyway, we will try it anyway. I'm sure it needs a slash there for that to work, for it to be staged. Maybe my reference is wrong here, because it seems to be doing something. Wow. Okay. My reference is incorrect. Yikes. Now, if you do a staged shell instead, then what it means is that Netcat cannot handle this at all. So I'll show you what I mean. I'm going to replace the shellcode by pasting that in and get rid of the original. Hang on a minute. I think I just messed up. Again, did too many. Got rid of too many. There we go. Fine. So I'll show you what I mean. If I try and run this now with a listener, it will get the shellcode is not defined. It's happening. It will connect back, or it should do, in the same way. No? That's not good. That's not good. Oh, that should have done. It should connect back, but not be able to handle it. Let's try a different... So I'm trying to show you here what doesn't work, which is quite hilarious. Right, we'll try this again. Just on a different port this time. We'll try this one more time. Certain shell codes just don't work and certain ones do. That's just how things are. Nothing you can do about it, except just keep trying with different ones. One, two, three, four this time, right? For some reason, it's not coming back at all. So I'll tell you what, I'm going to go straight into MSF and use the multi-handler and see if it makes any difference. So we're going to show the options here. I seem to have something which worked and now I don't, so I've really sort of damaged something. And all we need to kind of do is set the L host to our IP. Set the L port to 1234. And then set the payload, even though it's not an option, you need to set the payload to exactly the same as what you set here. And then if you show options one more time, you'll see everything is kind of set, and you exploit, and it should start a listener. We're kind of hoping it's going to start a listener. It might just be waiting there. So let's try this one more time. It started a reverse TCP handler. Yeah, so I don't know. I did have something which worked and now I don't. That's worrying, man. That's worrying. What's different now? I've kind of got to go back to where I was, you know. Back to when things worked. So let's actually go again. This happens sometimes. This happens. I'm going to take this. I'm going to put it in here. I'm going to put in the target IP. And I'm even going to keep port 4444, right? I'm even doing that. I'm going to set the L port as 4444 and run it again. What am I doing? Oh, that's this. Okay. Okay, here's the new shellcode. Now we're back to the original shellcode. Do you know the one which worked and then died immediately? We're back to that one. So we're going to run it again. It's not picking up. Why is it not picking up? Oh, I've not changed the... I know why. We need to set the payload because I've got to change it back to what are we on now. This is the payload we're on now. I'm not doing the staged one anymore. So let's try that. Let's show options, just make sure we're okay. That seems to be fine. I'm going to wait for the handler to start. And then we'll get ready to run that for when it does. There it is. There's still nothing, man. There's still nothing. I'm going to have to play around with this for a bit. I'll be back if I find something, I guess. Okay, I've tried a couple of things and it still didn't work. So I think what I might do now is go immediately for a... Oh, I mean, these are for Windows. I should have done a Linux one, shouldn't I? I'm an idiot. I think I used Windows... Well, whatever. Yeah, I knew it had an extra slash there. That's what I was thinking of. Linux one. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is try Meterpreter. So Linux x64 Meterpreter, right? And we'll just see what happens here. We'll just see what happens here. So we're going to set the payload to this and show options. Okay, so now you can see I've tried this a couple of times. We're going to generate a new Meterpreter shell here. Okay, leave that running. Hang on, the L host is wrong. It needs to be this. That's what's happening. I'm an idiot. I waste so much time on stuff sometimes. Okay, let's try this. Probably there's been nothing wrong all this time except for the fact I'm using the wrong sodding IP, you know? My God. Well, as long as we get it in the end, I don't think it matters. Let's kill these and we will continue. Oops. Still didn't even do that. And that's on 4444 now, is it? Is that what I just did? It is. Okay, it dies. Okay, so once again, it gets interesting. Huh. Okay. So it kind of stayed alive for a little bit longer this time with my interpreter. Blimey, a little bit of trial and error. Okay, it's died again. Wow. Okay. This is nice. Right. We try with interpreter, but this dies also. Not instantly. Not instantly, but it does die. So the next question is, how do I deal with this? Do I have enough time to migrate? Okay, let's try one more time. So what I'd like to do is... It's died already. Huh. Must be something killing it. I don't know what. Keep it going. It's not supported by this interpreter type. Oh, that is not good. So, I mean, there's stuff happening. Drop to a shell. Desktop documents, downloads. This is Windows. No, it's not. Wow. Wow, this is... Oh, I wonder. I wonder. Ah. Okay. Right. So what I need to do is cat. If I can get an SSH key out of this. I don't know if this is the way it's meant to be done or if I'm doing something wrong. But I am going to succeed on this one. I love this. I love this. If I can get an SSH key out of this, then life is going to be better, right? I'm probably doing this the hardest way ever, you know. What I need to do is cat SSH ID RSA, and I need to do that immediately after dropping to a shell. So we're going to do this one more time. We're going to do this one more time. Come on. Come on. Right. Right. Got the, so nano, ID, RSA. This might not be the intended way, you know, but this is the way I'm doing it. Thanks, Rick. This one's great fun. So we're going to change the mode to 600 of ID RSA. And then hopefully SSH with ID RSA as Annie at whatever this IP address is. I'll just get it from here, it's easy. I didn't know which one was mine and which one was the sister. Ah! Pass protected. No. Okay. Okay, so locate doesn't exist. Anything that'd work. What? Okay. Sudo apt install p locate. I'll do that, but I do actually know where it is. I was just being lazy. I was honestly just being lazy. It's in my tools folder in John Jumbo or whatever. I'm just being massively lazy. So it might come in handy in future. Let's just go get it. CD tools. What do we have here? So key pass to John. I thought it was in here, but obviously not. It's obviously somewhere else. Meh. Okay. Home sabretooth John Jumbo, it's there, is it? Fair enough. Oh, and it's also under exploit scripts and programs, and it's there as well. Fair enough. That's fine. That's fine. We'll just run that. We'll just run that with ID RSA. What? Huh? Okay, fair enough. Python 3. There we go. Let's actually just save that to a file. We'll just save it to hash.txt. There we go. Nice. Nice. So we will nano hash.txt and get rid of the user at the beginning. Now there is an option in like John and Hashcat and that to remove the user at the start, but I actually just prefer doing it manually. So we will run, should we run John or should we run Hashcat? Let's just try John hash and see if it picks up what it is. I'm not giving it a word list or anything, so it probably won't do anything, but it's worthwhile just to make sure it understands what the hash is. I can give it the word list rock you, or I can do this through Hashcat as well. Would also work. Yeah, there's probably no point, unless it's a really, really, really weak password, there's probably no point in doing it this way. It's found. I need 1, 2, 3. Oh my. I was just about to cancel it. Wow. Please. Yes. Okay, I don't have to worry about dying shells anymore. Yeah. Oh, I didn't get the SSH as, you know, just put we SSH in with the file. Key file. Brilliant. We are there, guys. I probably did that the longest way around, you know. Right, let's get rid of, I don't need this, I don't need this anymore, I don't need this, all that. I don't need, let's leave that open. Don't need that one. Definitely don't need that one. We'll keep the IP up, and we've got a few more windows here to play with. Good. Sudo L. I don't know the password, but I'll try Annie123. The key password, isn't it? So, no, that doesn't work. Password. And then Annie. Okay. Let's grab some limpies. Let's get this finished. So, sudo nano. No, sudo python 3m http server 80. And then we'll grab our IP address here. Nice. Do we get that slash limpies dot? So I don't need to put the HTTP in. I've just realized, which is good. Chmod. There we go. Sudo. We are part of the sudo group. I just don't know Annie's password. Wow, right. That sucks. That could be useful. So if there's anything else I can find here which is a possible password, then obviously that's what I need to look into. What a cute P you are. I don't mean the letters P U R. I mean, okay. Let's see what else we have. Looking for passwords so we can use sudo. Got exploits, don't care. Unless I really, really have to. I think passwords will be useful. Ooh, what is happening here? I don't even know what I'm looking at. I'll come back to that. I don't know what I'm looking at, therefore I'm trying to avoid like the plague. Anydesk.sh. User is root. Okay, writable listeners we don't care about. Sockets we don't care about. I should actually have put that in my notes. I'll go back at the end and do it. It's near the top. It's fine. This is all fine. Yeah, we've got port 7070 and 46775. We know about. That's the AnyDesk thing. Yeah, sudo. Yeah, we know we are part of sudo. And we know about the SSH key as well. If it's weak, oh no. No, that won't work. Ignore me. I don't know what I'm talking about. Setcap, unknown SUID binary. Wow. Lovely. Let's copy that. Limpies shows unknown SUID is normally the way to go. Logs, interesting files, backup files, passwords, maybe? No. Huh. Okay, so well, let's go to here. And we're looking for, what was it, set cap? Yeah, so it's not here. It is an unknown SUID. So set cap, what is set cap? Command line utility. Oh yeah, of course I know what it is. I'm an idiot. I just didn't think about it in context, you know. Used to set or remove the capabilities of an executable file. Wow. So instead of granting a program all root privilege, setcap assigns specific fine-grained privilege. Modifying capabilities requires root privileges, but it's SUID, so maybe not. So that's removing capabilities, setting capabilities. So set cap, capnet raw plus EP would grant the capnet raw, making the file executable with effective and permitted rights. Okay, bathroom break for me, and then we're back to do some set caps. Brilliant. Okay, we're back to abuse some capabilities. So we've got the actual Linux manual page, but we've got also how to set capabilities. Let's have a look. Can't find any documentation for what is EIP. Okay, that's fine. So we've got admin, override, dump cap. Okay. That didn't help me at all. So let's take a look at the actual Linux manual page. Be good to have a list of capabilities, you know. Linux capabilities. Aha. Audit control, audit read. Okay, make arbitrary changes to file UIDs. So I could make etc password maybe writable, although I probably can't because that file's owned by root. Maybe. Oh, I don't know. It's SUID though, isn't it? So maybe that will be useful. Mac override, netadmin, set cap. Ooh, there we go. Set UID. So we can make manipulations of process IDs. Huh. I've seen this before, I think, with Python. Cap set UID Python. Straight off. Oh, even so, we've got Python down here. If it has Linux cap set UID, okay, let's go for GTFO bins. We'll stay there, shall we? Capabilities. Okay, if it has, so this is how to set it. This is great. If it has the capability set or is executed by another binary with a capability set, it can be used as a backdoor. Fantastic, fantastic. So I'm actually going to do that. And then we're actually going to try, I won't need sudo, will I? Because it's already a SUID. So let's actually do that. Failed to set, oh, Python, no file directory. Do you know what? I'm going to copy, is it bin Python? Or is it etc Python? Here. Okay. Okay. Must be bin. Unless it's user bin. Right, forget. We're going to do which Python. It's just easier. There isn't one. Brilliant. Which Python 3? User bin Python 3. Okay, fine. So we're going to copy user bin Python 3 here. So now we have our own version of Python 3, our own copy of it, which means that now if we do this with Python 3, that was permitted. Ooh. So let's prove that that actually worked. by doing lsl and Python 3. We've got execute Annie. Did that actually work? Did that actually work? Anyway, assuming that it worked, let's continue here, and then we can do Python 3 followed by this. Oh, brilliant. So what this code did, it imported the OS library on Python, and then it used the OS library to set the UID to 0. Generally that wouldn't be allowed, but because it had the capability set, it was allowed, and then it used OS system to start a new shell. Nice. Nice. Got it. Good, that was quite nice. It took me a lot longer than it should have done, especially with the dying shell at the beginning. But whatever, I found my own way around that. Whether there might be a way to like migrate to another process so it doesn't die. There might be a way to stabilize the shell by using like a stage payloads and things and certain things. Or you can just use the 10 seconds you have to try and grab the SSH key, which is what I did. Sometimes that is a way to win. It really isn't probably the best way to win, but whatever. You've learned something, probably, hopefully. Or maybe you haven't. Maybe you just learned how dumb I am. Who knows? Sorry, I keep saying that. People get on to me. Yeah, but people say, stop saying you're stupid. You're not stupid. I'm self-deprecating. I'm not entirely brilliant. I'm not entirely brilliant. So I've done it again. I'm not entirely serious, and that I know I've got some skills somewhere, hence I wouldn't be making these videos. But I do dumb things, as does everybody, you know, but me more than most. So please leave this a like to help my self-esteem. Please share the video around, share the playlist around if you can, and visit nethemba.com for all your pen testing needs. That is Annie Rooted. Thank you so much, and goodbye.